Good afternoon, fam. I went and visited the San Antonio Model Railroad Association, their club today, and I joined the club because I have a lot of models and I don't have a layout to run them on, and so I don't want to take advantage of it or anything, but I joined the club and I thought maybe every once a month or every 6 weeks or 2 months, I'd go there and bring some of my trains and run them. So there were no trains running today when I was there, but I took video. I took more of a flyby video, where you're just walking through, looking at the different parts of the layout to get an idea of what the SAMRA is all about. Now, one thing they like to do with new members, they want to kind of do a brief interview. And I know that's probably not totally practical for me because I work, I live in Bastrop, and it'd be hard to kind of commute back and forth there for things to get time off work. But for the SAMRA members, the board of directors, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to be 60 years old this year. I was born in Southern California, and that's where I developed my love of model railroading in the Southern Pacific Railroad. I grew up in a town called Canoga Park. I got my first model railroad train set. It was a Tyco train set in Christmas, December 1969. And ever since I've been hooked on trains. My dad would take me to the local Southern Pacific switching lines. They had a lot of businesses in Canoga Park where Southern Pacific had a switching line. And then there was also a main line which ran through kind of the east end of the San Fernando Valley and through a town called Chatsworth. And my dad and I used to do a lot of track walking. We would go there and just watch trains, look at the tracks, find loose spikes. I go, look, we found a loose spike. So that's some of my fond memories with my dad growing up. As far as the modeling is concerned, I've built several layouts, only one that was complete, and that was a small N-scale module, and that was back in, when was that? Probably 2006, small little N-scale module. But before that, I was working on a 10 by 15 or 18, or maybe was it 12 by 18? It was a garage layout when I lived in San Jose, California. And it was going on. I had the main line all up. I had all the track was laid, everything was running. And then I was starting to get into creating the scenery and ballasting track. And then some events came up and we had to move. And so we moved back down to Southern California from Northern California, and I never really had the room to build a layout, but then I got motivated and I started to clear out our garage and make it so I could have another garage layout. But then we moved. We moved to Texas, so now I have a 3-car garage, which is nice, and I've made one module as a practice module because I haven't laid track or done scenery in years. So I wanted to make, and I'll show you the module in a second. And so that's what I've been doing. Also, now I have the opportunity, I've been collecting a lot of rolling stock and I enjoy it. I have a display shelf. I'll turn the camera on in a second. I'll show that to you. And I've done some super detailing on locomotives. That was a long time ago. I'm kind of spoiled by the new crop of, like Genesis and scale trains, locomotives with their high level of detail. That's kind of spoils me. Here, let me show you my, I'm going to turn the camera on. Let me show you, I swap out rolling stock on my display shelf. Right now I've got a bunch of my tunnel motors up there. These are some new covered hoppers I got from Tangent Scale Models. Had a guy actually do this for me. He made this lumber load for me. I'm really happy with it. Let's see, here is my practice module. That is a Walther's what do you call it, a concrete bridge. This is all foam, and I was just trying different things. A lot of stuff didn't come out the way I liked it, but I learned a lot of things. I practiced with static grass. I tried little things with trees, and I used Walther's Flex Track on it. Again, there's the Walther's Cornerstone Bridge there. There's some trees I got from Woodland Scenics. And because I don't trust my scratch building technique, I had a good friend of mine, Bob Gretsch, who lives in Georgetown. I bought this Southern Pacific Depot, this kit, laser cut kit, and we've been friends for a long time, and he said, hey, I'll build it for you, and so he did that for me. So this is something I want to incorporate this kit into one of the modules I'm going to build. Anyway, let me turn around. I'm going to start by building a module I could use at a Fremo setup. But I know the Fremo standard is very particular. If you make a Fremo module, they want to vet it for you. So I want to take some time and build just a very basic, I'm thinking of an 8x2 or a 10x2 module, where it's just kind of like my practice module here, where it's just single track, kind of meandering through scenery. So San Antonio Model Railroad Association, that's a little bit about me. You guys have my email address and my phone contact info that I turned in with the application. So now I'm going to show a little bit what I videoed. Hopefully I can get there sometimes when trains are running, because I do enjoy video trains when they're running, going through scenery, catching some unique shots, doing some hopefully artistic blocking of the shot. So anyway, let's get, I'll start showing what I videoed today.
you.